Central Illinois' best source for news and weather. WAND News Today starts now.
New information in a decades-old cold case in Champaign County. How you can use this information to help.
Plus, the spooky day is in full force. How you can stay safe this Halloween holiday. These stories coming up in just a few minutes.
Now, first weather from Storm Center 17, home of the exclusive Miles Storm Runner Equinox.
We are gradually seeing the transition over to snowfall across much of central Illinois so far. And let's go ahead and take a live look outside, or a live look at Live Doppler 3D Max, I should say. And we can see the snow is falling across many areas of central Illinois, now working in from our north and west, and it will continue to do so here throughout the next several hours. So we are going to be seeing the snow grow more widespread. So if you do have any reports of snowfall, be sure to send them my way. That way we can tailor our forecast to that. Temperatures this morning are sitting anywhere from the low and middle 20s into the low and middle 30s, I should say, into the upper 30s. 30 right now in Jacksonville, 31 in Springfield. So these areas that are at or below freezing, that's where we're going to see the snowfall first. As temperatures continue to fall throughout the rest of the morning, that's when we'll likely start to see the snow grow more widespread as well as it continues to work in from our north and west. Our feels like temperatures, we are right now sitting in the upper teens for some areas. 17 is what it feels like in Jacksonville, 20 in Bloomington. So this is factoring in that wind chill is what we're feeling. And stay tuned, I will be talking more on when we can expect the snow to leave and that Halloween forecast coming up.
More details released in a case more than 2 decades after officials found a woman's remains in a field. WAND's Kenya Ramirez spoke with the Champaign County coroner about the new information that's been released in this case and what you at home can do with it.
Yeah, it's a big achievement for you guys.
It is. We're moving along.
It took more than 20 years to be able to say that. Jane Doe's remains were found scattered south of Thomasboro in 1995, and since then, it's been labeled as a homicide.
Her remains were found by the farmers.
On scene, they were able to find a white shirt, sweatpants, and jewelry.
One was a gold or yellow metal, looks like a wedding band or some type of band, as well as another metal yellow ring that kind of had a flower shape with a green stone in the center of it.
And as technology has advanced over the years, one 2018 forensic odontology exam found 2 things.
So one of the things we'd like to get out there is that front tooth there. If that was there while Jane Doe was still alive, someone obviously would have noticed that and may know Jane Doe based on that tooth if it was present during the time she was alive.
And her left bottom canine tooth had damage as well. New research has also re-examined what she may have looked like. And more than 20 years later, this is what they believe she actually looked like.
We believe that this is a resemblance of Jane Doe, or could be a similar resemblance.
They say she was between 18 to 29 years old.
Her predicted stature is between 5 foot 1 inch, 5 foot 9 inches tall.
New technology even pinpointed where she may have lived.
Basically are found in drinking water, food we eat, and the air we breathe, and different isotopes are identified in different areas of the U.S.
Investigators now believe she was from around southeastern Illinois. That's Nashville, Tennessee, or near Springfield, Missouri. Investigators hope this new information will help name the woman known as Jane Doe. In Urbana, Kenya Ramirez, WAND News.
Now that they have an updated sketch and new dental records, authorities are waiting on results from the Ancestry database to see what else can be discovered. Meanwhile, a second man is behind bars in Decatur after another man was killed in a shooting last Friday. Officers arrested Christopher Hutton, who, along with Deontay Merriweather, is accused of being involved in the shooting death of Ernest Wren. Hutton is facing preliminary charges of aggravated use of a weapon. Police arrested Merriweather last week, charging him with first-degree murder. A 26-year-old man was also injured in that shooting, but he's expected to be okay.
After pleading not guilty, the man accused of murdering Cody Drew will go back to court soon. Charles Gardner's pretrial will be on December 3rd. He's charged with first-degree murder after Drew was stabbed to death while leaving the winery in August of last year. Gardner was also convicted of attempted murder in 1993 for his role in a Decatur shooting.
In the State House, lawmakers took a moment yesterday to honor former Sangamon County Sheriff Wes Barr. State Representatives Mike Murphy and Tim Butler from Springfield spoke on Barr's friendly nature and love for his community. He was the Sangamon County Sheriff from 2014 to 2018 before retiring. Barr died earlier this month. Changing diapers is a rite of passage for many parents, but where you change it and what's been there before could put your child at risk. A mother's viral Facebook post caught people's attention about a year ago, and law enforcement is reminding everyone to still be cautious. Changing tables in public restrooms can sometimes serve as a spot for drug addicts to get their fix in private. And with more powerful substances like fentanyl on the streets, Macon County deputies don't want people taking any chances.
If you're using a public restroom, you don't know who's been in there, what's been going on in there. If you carry, especially with like a diaper bag, if you carry sanitary wipes, wipe off the counter, wipe off the changing table. If something just doesn't look right, use your gut instinct and not use it.
Lieutenant Shibley says he doesn't know of any cases locally or nationally of babies coming into contact with drugs on changing tables, but he says caution is always the best policy.
And teaching assistants are reaching day 3 on the picket line. The union tells WAND News it has not agreed to any new negotiations. All communication has to go through a federal mediator now. The union claims the board is proposing to increase family insurance from a little more than $350 a month to just over $900 a month. The district tells WAND News the health plan it's offering is the same as the one it offers to all employees of the district. And new right now, HSH's Good Shepherd Hospital has some pumpkin carving tips to keep you and the kiddos safe this weekend. First, the hospital says you should always have adult supervision. The kids can draw the pattern on the pumpkin, but the carving, that should be left to the adults. Also, avoid using very sharp knives that can get anchored in the pumpkin, and buy a tool specifically designed for carving your new masterpiece. And finally, just take your time. The hospital says patience is the best thing you can have when you're performing surgery on your pumpkin.
And as those kiddos make their rounds from house to house tonight getting sweet treats, law enforcement wants to remind parents ways to keep their kids safe. WAND's Karen Eisert met up with a local police department to get some safety tips before heading out.
Yeah, so the costume's ready. You've got the mask, the wand, or the sword, and it's time to get those treats. However, before we walk out the door, there are some things parents need to know before sending their kids out. I met up with Clinton Police Chief Ben Lowers to talk about safety. He says it's important to go to neighborhoods that you are familiar with and always have a plan.
Only trick-or-treating at homes that have their light on. That is kind of the open invitation that they are passing out candy or treats of some sort, and those are the only homes that we recommend that you go to. We recommend that you stick to neighborhoods that you know.
Chief Lowers also wants to remind parents that even though a child might be old enough to make their own decision, make sure they stay in a group with others. I also have other safety tips you're going to need when it comes to your child's candy later, so stick around because I'm going to be talking more about another project that's been in the works, and it's working to make everyone to be included in all of the fun.
Thank you, Karen. Well, kids at HSHS St. John's Hospital in Springfield won't get to go to their neighborhoods to trick-or-treat today. There's a special surprise for them this morning. The hospital is letting pediatric patients join in on the Halloween fun by having them dress up and join a parade. At 9:45 this morning in Centennial Hall, these kids will be escorted to the trick-or-treat parade where they will get all the treats they need. The parade officially starts at 10 a.m.
In just a bit, we're listing off some of the trick-or-treating times in our area when your kids can get out there and grab all those treats in Central Illinois in just a few minutes.
It was time to update the bathroom.
But we didn't want to break the bank.
Rebath made it effortless. A Rebath design consultant came to our home and presented us ideas and products in a way that made our decisions simple.
They took away the old, installed the new, and gave us the bathroom
we've always wanted.
Style affordably. Call 217-280-4594 and save up to $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
For the past 42 years, and with over 28 million sold, more people have put their hard-earned money on a Ford F-Series truck than any other pickup in America. Yeah, I'd say that's money well spent. It's Ford Truck Month, America. Time to join the stampede.
Now get an F-150 with 0% for 72 months or $11,416 in total savings during Truck Month at your local Ford dealer.
When the leaves begin to fall, so do the prices. During the final days of the fall clearance sale at Furniture Row, shop today and save up to 50% on sofas and sectionals, dining sets and tables, bedrooms, and unbeatable deals on mattresses. And best of all, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend store-wide. Plus 3 years, no interest. Shop the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed. But hurry, the fall clearance sale at Furniture Row ends Thursday the 31st.
Pit bulls make up 30 to 50% of dogs at animal shelters across America. This results in nearly 500,000 being euthanized each year. To celebrate Pit Bull Awareness Month, the Macon County Animal Control and Care Center is offering $25 adoptions on all pit bulls. Adopt a pit bull and have a friend for life. For more information, please visit www.dmcasf.org. Macon County Animal Control and Care Center.
This is a standard Illinois driver's license, and this is a Real ID. They look pretty similar, so what's the difference?
Real ID is a new optional form of identification for people who travel domestically. Now, you won't need a Real ID to drive a car or get a bank account. But starting October 1st, 2020, you'll need a Real ID or a valid passport in order to fly. Be patient and arrive prepared.
Just head on over to realid.ilsos.gov for more information.
Roto-Rooter Plumbers, Champaign, Decatur, Springfield, and surrounding communities.
We are seeing some wet conditions on roadways so far across central Illinois. And as you head out and about, want to give yourself plenty of time to head out the door. Here's a live look outside from our Flooring America WeatherBug camera overlooking downtown Decatur. So we can see the roadways right here and also the sidewalks. So these are still quite damp this morning. So if we see temperatures continue to fall along with breezy winds, I don't think we're going to necessarily see an accumulation on our roadways, but maybe a couple of isolated slick spots, maybe some black ice, not to be completely ruled out across the area. But just keep that in mind. Maybe give yourself a little bit of extra time, take it nice and slow, and stay nice and patient. So looking at our snowfall across the area, this is Live Doppler 3D Max. We can see heavy snowfall now working in from our north and west, and it will continue to approach portions of Logan County, also into parts of Springfield at this time as well. The darker shades are where we're seeing the heaviest of the snowfall. So these are probably falling in light to moderate snow showers. And looking at a wider view of our satellite and radar, we can see this is where we're seeing the heaviest of the snowfall take place right now, and it's currently crossing over the Illinois border. The heaviest of the snow probably going to be staying well off to our north and west, but still going to be dealing with some chilly temperatures as you head out and about as well. So lots to talk about this morning. Here's the next thing we're dealing with, the temperatures. We're sitting in the low and middle 30s right now, 30 for places like Jacksonville, 31 in Carlinville and Springfield, and 32 for places like Lincoln and Taylorville. So US 51 splits our viewing area pretty much in half. Areas west of US 51, we're already seeing temperatures at or below freezing. Meanwhile, areas east of US 51, you're seeing temperatures above freezing at this time. So we're kind of split in half. We'll continue to see that cold air rush in from our west, so it will gradually work its way in from the northwest to the south and east. And once we factor in our winds as well, our feels like temperatures are sitting anywhere from the upper teens for some places. 17 is what it feels like for places like Jacksonville, 20 in Bloomington, 23 in Decatur, 22 in Springfield and Taylorville. So quite the cold start to our day, and especially once we factor in what it feels like as you step outside. Snow showers will continue to grow more widespread through the bulk of this morning, also into early portions of this afternoon. So as we head throughout today, off and on, this wintry mix is going to continue to take place. Anywhere that is not seeing temperatures at or below freezing, that's where you have the better possibility of seeing a little bit of that wintry mix. Meanwhile, areas below 32 degrees, you're likely going to be seeing more in the way of snow showers. So as we head towards tonight, we'll actually clear things out relatively quickly. So any late evening trick-or-treaters, you might actually just be dealing with the cold temperatures. Otherwise, we're looking fairly dry as we head towards tonight. So in the next hour or so, we'll continue to see these snow showers grow more widespread as we head throughout the first half of our day. But by lunchtime, we'll start to see these begin to taper off just a bit. They will gradually work their way off to the east, and by about, I think, 6 or 7 o'clock, we could actually start to see these snow showers dissipate and work on out of the area. By 10 p.m. tonight, we should be fairly dry as we look ahead towards this evening. And Friday, tomorrow, we should be seeing the return of some much needed sunshine. So our feels like temperatures as we head throughout the rest of today only going to be reaching the middle teens by lunchtime this afternoon. So this is factoring in those breezy winds, which could be gusting up to about 30 miles per hour at times. Then as we head towards tonight, by about 8 o'clock tonight, when we're wrapping up the trick-or-treaters, temperatures feeling like the upper teens, so it's going to be quite the cold evening. Our Halloween forecast, we are going to be expecting snow showers likely for the first half of any trick-or-treaters, but after sun sets, that's when we'll likely see the really cold temperature set in, and also that's when we'll finally see things start to dry out, and we'll start to see those snow showers subside. So here's a check of that St. Mary's Hospital 7-day outlook. We are expecting cold temperatures to continue throughout the bulk of the weekend. Relief finally arrives temperature-wise by early parts of next week.